So if you've been watching the channel for a while now, you know, and no, I'm not talking to you freaking bandwagoners, all right? You know one thing, right? Redstone is my baby. So today I figured I'd bestow upon thee, I would maketh a greateth. I would teach thy children the absolute basics of Redstone. So if you are like brand spanking new to this game, I will be linking down below a link to my Redstone Academy series, which I would highly recommend. Just in general, if you want to get the best experience with Redstone, go watch that. That is the most in-depth series that I've ever done on Redstone on my channel, and I'd really just appreciate it if you go watch it and like it, because it's really underrated and not very many people actually know about it. So there's obviously a lot to go over, and yeah, but I've decided to hit the most important things, in my opinion, today in this video right here right now that you must know about Redstone. Now, Redstone is automatically given a signal of 15 when it is hooked up to a full strength power source. Now, it will lose 1 signal strength on each block that it travels. It will travel up to 15 blocks without a repeater. At that point, it requires one. Now, this will bring me on to my next category. Tools, as I like to call them, are things that I use to either extract or interact. Put power in a block versus taking it out. I don't know, man. Redstone, much like the game, works on series of ticks. So you want to make sure that you are using the least amount of tools as possible in your line to help it to not lag behind or get off tick. Now, your tools are your torches, repeaters, comparators, pistons and piston accessories, observers, and other things, but those are really just the main ones. Unless you want to get exotic. I mean, we got cakes. These give off signal. That's fun. Now, each tool carries 1 tick of delay on it. However, each repeater will cause 1 to 4 ticks of delay based on where you decide to put the torch. Closer together is faster, and farther apart is slower. Now for the comparators. Block powering. Now, in Minecraft, blocks realistically have 3 states. They have powered, unpowered, and activated. Now, in the powered state, there is a hard and soft powered. So let's go ahead and just start off with the simplest, all right? Unpowered. I need you to pay close attention, all right? You see this dirt? Do you see this dirt right freaking there? Do you see it? Yeah. That's unpowered block right there, man. You're seeing it live. Now, for power, it may get slightly confusing here, but just bear with me. There's 3 main types of powered blocks, but there's 2 that will actually power the blocks next to it. Now that is going to be hard and soft powered. Now, soft powered blocks are the blocks that are indirectly powered by redstone. This could be running redstone on top, running it into, just running from the popo. These are all soft powered. Now, to get an actual powered block, you need to use a tool. This could be a repeater, comparator, observer, and actually can be made by switches and buttons. These will all hard power block. Now, if you are still confused onto what I mean by hard and soft, what's the difference, and just everything in general, this is for you. Now, a good way to test and understand this is to build this twice. Make one line out of pure redstone and another line out of pure redstone, but put a repeater at one of the ends. Flip the lever and see what happens. Do you notice anything? The soft powered block does not power adjacent redstone, but powers the block and repeater. Now this is due to each powering source. Let's start with the lamps. These are activated. This is the state where the block is powered, but under no circumstances can it power a block next to it. Soft power blocks will always activate all adjacent blocks, but cannot make a new signal without a tool. Hard powered blocks will activate all blocks around it, including redstone, and has the ability to make a new signal without a tool. Basically, with soft powered, you actually need to use a tool to extract the power. When using hard power, it's a freaking free-for-all. Understanding blocks is honestly probably the most crucial step to knowing how to build compact and generally making things work. So I would just try and study this specifically. Now, just one more thing. Inside of the 3 types of powering, there's actually 3 types of blocks. All right, those 3 types of blocks are opaque, transparent, and immovable. Now, opaque is your basic block, everyday things with. Transparent, you can staircase upwards, but you cannot staircase downwards. Redstone signal cannot hard or soft power this block, and it cannot be activated by any kind of redstone source. It cannot carry a freaking signal. And immovable objects, they don't move. Comparators. Now, comparators actually are not that scary. Now, for your use specifically, you really only need to worry about taking outputs from full containers. Now, this is usually just chests, shulkers, but can be cauldrons, brewing stands, exotic kind of stuff, you know, cake. However, it has 2 primary usings.
Now, for the more advanced redstone community, we actually use it for comparing and subtracting.
Now, when it comes to comparing signals, it's simple. If the signal is stronger going into the side than the back, then the signal stops. If the signal is stronger going into the back than the side, the current continues. When subtracting, however, you must flip the switch to where the torch is on. If the signal is stronger going into the back, it will subtract the strength going into the side from the strength of the back. Now, to make this simple, you have a strength of 15 repeater going into the back, and you have a strength 14 going in the side. Your output is 1. 15 minus 14 equals 1. Now, you have a repeater strength of 5 going in the side, and you have a repeater strength of 15 going in the back. You have an output of 10 because 15 minus 5 is 10. Now, just a side note, most comparator circuits can be locked very easily with the very simple use of a repeater in the side. Just something to think about. Observers. Now, these are also seen as scary. Now, I mean, I guess I can see why at first, because I didn't understand them. Now, observers are a freaking necessity. Their basic task is to detect block updates. This could be placing a block, a piston moving, or water flowing. This little guy always give off a 1-tick pulse every time a block is placed, updated. But that's the key right there. Anytime. If you place a block, he'll update, and if you break the block, he'll update. Sometimes it will give off 2 updates, thus giving an undesired result. So yeah, I mean, that's really all that these guys do. I don't really know what else to go into. I mean, I guess they're pretty cool once you learn them and you can do cool things. But like, I don't really know what else to talk about them with.